Ladies and most gentlemen, today we're going to talk about PvP. Yep, PvP. Something we've actually never spoken about on this channel. But don't get me wrong, I don't dislike PvP, I just really suck at it, so I don't even attempt it. So way back at BlizzCon 2016, Blizzard announced that they'll be adding a new feature to the game called PvP Brawls. If you don't know what they are, they're basically a week-long event every other week that offers a variety of modes, rules and scenic changes to the usual battleground gameplay. In the game there are currently 8 different brawls, which are Deepwind Dunk, Taran Mill vs South Shore, Packed House, Temple of Hot Mogu, Deep Six, Frozen Arathi Basin, Gravity Lapse, Warson Scramble, and Shadowpan Showdown. So some of these are modified versions of current battlegrounds and arenas, but they also have added new PvP events like Taran Mill vs South Shore, which has its roots dating back to vanilla when world PvP was running rampant all over Hillsbrad. So now, onto the point of the video. While doing some exploring of the WoW game files, I found an interesting map name that I had to check out. The map was called Blackrock Mountain Brawl, with the description of Battle for the Blackrock Mountain. Then after checking with the PvPers over on the Discord, they confirmed that it's not something that's in the live game, and after googling it, I found a ton of awesome world PvP videos from back in vanilla. As you'd imagine, this world PvP occurred due to the fact that players from the Horde and Alliance would be waiting around for their raid or dungeon groups, so in the meantime, huge unplanned world PvP events would happen. Unfortunately, this isn't something that happens so much anymore, due to the invention of the Dungeon Finder, which is why Blizzard have jumped on the opportunity to create something like this, similar to the Taran Mill vs South Shore scenario. Strangely enough, apart from the old PvP videos, there wasn't a single video by any content creators about this map being in the game files, and it's not like it's hard to find. Weirdly, Wowhead literally have the map listed on the list of battlegrounds in the game, listing it as a 5v5 battleground added in patch 7.2. After doing some snooping around the game files, I found the map ID number and the coordinates for the entrances for the Horde and Alliance, so naturally I logged into my Sandbox Legion server to teleport to the map and see what I can find. So teleporting into this location, the loading screen it gives me is actually the same as the Blackrock Spire loading screen, but I'd imagine this would probably be a placeholder while they work on the zone. From what I can gather, it's literally just a copy and paste version of the interior of the Blackrock Mountain, with the Horde starting on the Burning Steps entrance and the Alliance starting on the Searing Gorge entrance. Oddly enough, the name of the zone only pops up when leaving the Blackrock Mountain, but again, this is probably just a placeholder while they work on it. As for objectives in the Brawl, I would imagine they would just go down the same route as the Taran Mill vs South Shore, and just have it as the first team to get a specific amount of kills wins the battle. It would be cool to maybe add some Drakes fly in and intervene to add that extra level of complexity, but I'll be happy with just a simple point system. The layout of the zone is interesting enough in itself. And honestly, that's all I've got for this video. There's no point of exploring the whole area, as there isn't anything new in there right now. I guess with this one, we just have to wait and see if Blizzard announces anything, although it has been in the game files since March, so I wouldn't hold your breath with it coming anytime soon. So let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this potential new PvP brawl, and if there are any other world PvP hotspots that Blizzard should convert into a PvP brawl. So before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my supporters on Patreon and new YouTube sponsors. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, links are down below in the description. So leave a like on this video if you liked it guys, and subscribe if you haven't. And with that, I'll see you next time.